What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's live stream. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the hold channel. Up. Welcome to hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Welcome back. It's been so long since I've done a live stream that I literally don't even know what I'm doing here. I forgot how to work StreamYard. But yeah, it's been so long since we've done one of these. Literally, I think early December was my last one. I apologize. You know, things got crazy with the holidays, and then it was difficult to bounce back after the holidays. But we are here. I do plan on doing these multiple times a week again, like we used to, especially now that Scream 7 has started filming. There's so much to talk about. So much has happened since we last did a live stream. Like I said, Scream 7 has started filming. Very exciting. We don't have that much info on what's going on. They are keeping things very tight-lipped, under wraps. But there's some rumors floating around which we can get into today. I'm sure a lot of you have seen my videos about it. If you haven't, feel free to go back and check those out. But we are going to talk about it today. We could do our usual like Scream theories. It's been so long since we've done one of these. Also, I just recently hit 11K. So thank you so much, you guys, for 11,000 subscribers. It feels like I just hit 10K and did a celebratory live stream for that. And now we're at 11K, which is crazy. But let's get into some of these comments. Let's see who is here. We have Oliver. Hey, Oliver. How you doing? Long time no see. Hey, Climinator. Yeah, Happy New Year. It's the end of January, but it's been a while since I talked to you guys. Happy Stew Year, yes. Hey, Eric. Has anyone seen Present? I have not. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Glad to see you all here. Feels good to be back live streaming. Hey, Alex. Hey, Ray. Hello. Hey, Kenzie. I had like YouTube open in another tab on my laptop, so I got the echo. Hey, Leah. Hey, Clementine. Hey, Ollie. Hey, David. Yes, Scream 7 is filming. Sydney and Gail are back. Chad and Mindy are back too, which is crazy. We got to talk about some of the casting. I mean, we didn't know if the twins would be back, if the Meeks twins would be coming back for Scream 7, and sure enough, they are. Super pumped about that. You know, we thought that the whole Core 4 storyline was completely done. Obviously, unfortunately, Melissa and Jenna won't be back, but we have Mason and Jasmine, so that's super exciting. I'm happy about it because it's a way to like connect Scream 7 to 5 and 6. We're not just going to completely move on and kind of forget about 5 and 6. There's still like that connection. Hey, Aaron. Good, Ray. I'm glad you watched Christmas with the Craigs. One of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. Hey, Alex. Yes. That's another big thing we got to talk about. That Patrick Dempsey won't be returning as Mark Kincaid or Sydney's husband. That, oh my God, if you guys saw my video about that, like, you know how upset I am. Yeah, we thought that Mark Kincaid was her husband. In Scream 5, she said that her husband's name is Mark. They technically never confirmed that it was Kincaid in the movie, but they did confirm it in real life. So that's what sucks. Like, Radio Silence confirmed it was Kincaid. Patrick Dempsey confirmed himself in an interview that he is Neve Campbell's husband in the movie. Neve Campbell talked about it in an interview once. So obviously, they couldn't work something out with Patrick Dempsey, and they chose to change who her husband is, which I think it would have been better to just not have her husband in it at all and still have it be Mark Kincaid. It still would have sucked not having Patrick Dempsey back, but at least that could still leave the door open for the future, or at least just in the universe have them still be married. So super bummed about that. In case anyone here doesn't know, Joel McHale, the actor, he is playing Sydney's husband named Mark Evans. Whoever that is, like, that's such a bummer. But you know, I'm still trying to be positive, still pumped about this movie. That really was a bummer though. Yeah, same Leah. Hey Corey. Yeah, I miss talking to you guys. We are gonna be back multiple times a week. Maybe not every day. It is hard to stream every day. I would love to, but it's like I'm trying to pump out videos also, which takes time to like film them, edit them. I'm also trying to get back into TikTok. I used to be big on TikTok and then kind of gave up on it, but I'm trying to, have a presence over there as well. Um, so yeah, we are going to do live streams multiple times a week. Hey, Marvel, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for 11K. Hey, Jim. Yep, super, super disappointed about Dempsey. Yeah, February is almost here, but I feel like January has been going so slow, and I hear everyone saying that. Something's weird, like, time is slowing down. January has felt like 2 months long. Hey, Walter. Hey, Alvaro. Thanks for being here and for being a channel member. Thank you. If anyone else wants to sign up to be a channel member, the link is down below in the description. You get access to some exclusive content that not everyone can see, and also fun little emojis that you can use in the live chat section or the comment section of all of my videos. If it is true that Gale Weathers will accidentally run over someone who has escaped from a mental hospital, do you have a theory on how this event is relevant to the rest of the story? Yeah, so that is another rumor that is floating around. I've seen it on Twitter. I talked about it in one of my recent videos. Don't know if this is true. It's not confirmed, but there is a rumor that there's going to be an escaped mental patient and Gale is going to run over them with a car and possibly kill them, possibly in front of Sydney's house. Don't know if someone just made that up or not, but do I have a theory on how it's relevant to the rest of the story? I don't know. I mean, you guys know my theory for 7 is that there's going to be a cult of ghost faces led by Stu Macher. Maybe the mental patient is one of the cult members. I did say in my video, like, what if it's Stu? Because within this rumor, they say that it's supposedly a middle-aged person as the mental patient, and a lot of people think that if Stu's alive, he's been in a mental hospital this whole time. I'm not a huge fan of that theory. I'd rather him just kind of be in hiding, like doing his own thing. But if this rumor is true, maybe it's Stu escaping from the mental hospital. I don't know. I do not know. I loved The Substance. definitely one of my favorite movies of 2024. And it's awesome that it's like nominated for so many awards. Demi Moore won, what was the one award show recently where she won? Was it the Golden Globes or some kind of award she won? And she's now nominated for an Oscar. So is the other actress from that movie, Margaret Qualley, I think her name is. They deserve it. That was a good movie. Hey, Thomas, you said, sent you a message on Instagram about the Omega Beta Zeta house burning down from Scream 2. Oh no, like in the fires that are going on? That's unfortunate. I do not think Patrick Dempsey will show up. A lot of people are saying just because he's not Sydney's husband doesn't mean he can't still be in the movie, but I disagree. I think, well, there's a rumor that it's because of like pay issues, like he wanted more money and they weren't willing to pay him that. Whether or not that's true, they obviously couldn't work something out. Like maybe it was scheduling issues. I don't think that he will be in the movie at all because if he was going to be in the movie, he would be her husband. Like there's no way they just chose to give her a different husband and have Kincaid still come back. Like there's no way. I don't think he's going to be in the movie. Hey, Fear the Phantom. Yes, happy Sunday. It's a big day for football today. I'm probably going to stream until 3 p.m. Eastern time and then hop off of here because I got some football to watch today. Hey, Gregory. What's the name for the new group of 4? I mean, I don't think there is one. Like the core 4 is no more for Scream 7. And then like the new group of people, it's a bunch of people, so I don't know if they'll have a name. I have a theory Mindy and Chad are the opening kill to end those legacy characters. It's possible. I think that's a possibility as well. I think I talked about it in a past video. Yeah, once Chad was announced, before Mindy was announced, I did think that Chad could be the opening kill to kind of still have that connection to 5 and 6, but then to move on to the new group. But I don't know. I also now think that Sydney's new husband, Mark Evans, could be the opening kill. Because I do think like it needs to be something major to get Sydney involved with Ghostface again. She's not going to get involved if she doesn't care about what's going on. Like in Scream 6, it wasn't relevant to her for her to come back. So either her husband is going to die in the opening or one of her kids gets kidnapped or something big like that to get her involved. Hey, Walter, welcome to the channel. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. I have faith that Kevin Williamson will do a great job. I am confident in his abilities. I mean, this is his story. He wrote the story back, in the first movie. So he created these characters. So I have faith. We have a super chat from Percy. Welcome to the live stream, Percy, and thank you for the $2. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a live stream. I've missed talking to all of you guys. And like I said earlier, we're going to get back into multiple streams a week. Probably not every day, but I want to try to do at least 3 a week, maybe 4. We'll see. I also would like to do some watch parties. I mean, I would love to do some more Scream watch parties. I know we did those already, but it's been months at this point. And you guys know I love watching the Scream movies. I could watch them literally every day. And just because I do have a lot of new subscribers here now, maybe they weren't there for the previous Scream watch parties. So we're definitely going to have to do another round of Scream watch parties for sure. But thanks, Percy. Thanks for being here. Let's see, where was I? Hold on. Have you seen Nosferatu? I have not, but I heard it was really good, and I really want to. Isn't it available to rent now for like $20? I might have to do that. Maybe Billy will be a hallucination in Scream 7. I hope so. Obviously, without Sam there to hallucinate him, it's not looking good. But, maybe Sydney could hallucinate him. She has a lot of trauma, and people who have trauma sometimes see things. It also wouldn't be the first time that she's kind of seen things. She, had that moment with her mother in Scream 3. Also in Scream 3, she kind of heard Billy and Stu's voice like in her head when she was on the set of Stab 3. So maybe Sydney could hallucinate Billy. I don't know. I would love to see Skeet Ulrich again. What other Ghostface should come back to Scream 7 from previous 6 movies, in your opinion? Other than Stu, I think Jill would be the most likely to come back, and also the one that I would like to see come back. It was the original plan for her to survive. I have some theories on the channel about maybe her being alive. I am a huge fan of the theory, and I would love for it to be true. I'm not as big of a believer of that one as I am Stu, but I would love to see Jill come back and like team up with Stu. The two of them like running a cult together, that would be insane. I take no joy in stating this, but given what has happened with Scream 7, we should prepare ourselves for Stu Macher to not be in the movie. No, we have to manifest it and stay confident. We need to keep sending the Stu vibes out there. What roles do you think the new cast will play? So, I did a video recently where I say that I think Anna Camp could be secretly Leslie Macher. If you've seen my theory video, then you know what I'm talking about. So there were some rumored character descriptions. We still don't know for sure what the character descriptions are, but there were rumored descriptions out there. There's a character supposedly named Jennifer, who is a little older, in her 40s or 50s, and Sydney's neighbor and friend. I think that's obviously going to have to be Anna Camp because she's the oldest out of the new cast members. But I think she's secretly Leslie Macher, which would make the rumored character Logan Leslie Macher's son, aka Stu Macher's nephew. I go into great detail in my Leslie video if you want to go check it out. I don't know. Some people think maybe McKenna Grace is going to be playing another one of Sydney's daughters and like the younger sister of Isabel May's character. Because Isabel May is the only one that we know is confirmed to be like Sydney's daughter. She's the only character that we know who they are. When it comes to everyone else, we don't know. I feel like either Sam Reckner or Asa Gurman could be a Ghostface. They both have that like evil look. But we will see. We have another super chat from Percy. Thank you. Are you a fan of Star Wars? I am not. I tried to get into it. I just couldn't. a few years ago, I watched like the first 2 movies and then I just never continued. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the second super chat, Percy. I appreciate you. Let's see. Whenever I click on a super chat, the comments scroll away from me, like where I was at, so I have to scroll back. Sorry guys. I like to get to everyone, so I want to find my spot in the chat. But if you do have a question you want to make sure that I see, you can send in a super chat. That guarantees that I see it. Hey, Ghostface. What are some other genres you enjoy outside of horror? Pretty much everything. I mean, I love comedy. I'm a sucker for a good rom-com. I like drama. I pretty much like everything. Hey, RJ. Yes. First live stream in honestly almost like 2 months. I think my last Scream live stream was December 5th. Have you seen the Heart Eyes trailer? If so, what are your thoughts on it? I have. I did a trailer breakdown on the channel if you want to go check that out. I thought it was great. I think it looks so good. I'm super pumped for it. I'm probably going to go see it like opening night or opening weekend just because slashers is my favorite horror genre. So anytime we have a new slasher movie and a new killer come out, I'm like super pumped for it. And just the fact that like Mason Gooding is in this movie, I'm super excited. I think it looks really good. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. But yeah, if you want to see my trailer breakdown, you could scroll back a few videos. It's pretty recently because the trailer dropped what, like 2 weeks ago maybe? I heard a couple theories on who the opening kill was going to be. I heard something about Mark, Sydney's husband, or the twins. Yeah, those are pretty much my 2 main theories for the opening kill. Or if not one of them, then maybe McKenna Grace, because the opening kill tends to be like a big actor, and I feel like she is the biggest actor amongst the new cast. Scream, the first movie was Drew Barrymore. She was a pretty big star at the time. Jada Pinkett Smith for Scream 2. Liev Schreiber, Scream 3. It's always a big actor. So I feel like McKenna Grace could be the opening kill. But I hope she's not, because I like her and I kind of want her to survive and go on to the next movie. Especially because she is a big fan of Scream herself. So just being a fan, I want to see her kind of continue on in the franchise. But if she doesn't continue on, then she does deserve like an iconic death, just so she can kind of like go down in history. Who would win, Billy Loomis or Padme? I don't know who that is. Is that someone from Star Wars? I wouldn't know. So I'm just gonna go Billy Loomis. But thank you again for all of the super chats, Percy. I appreciate you, but I do not know who that second person is, so I gotta go Billy Loomis. Patrick Dempsey is in Dexter Original Sin, but they're not filming right now, so he could be filming Scream 7, so it probably was money issues, but they might be starting, aren't they starting to film Thanksgiving 2 soon? So maybe he's busy with that. Do you think there is a chance that the studio is spreading false rumors and news to keep the fans guessing? Like the husband thing. Um, I do think that it's possible that they could be spreading false rumors. I don't think the husband thing is false, though. I think that is true. I don't think they would lie about that because, I mean, they officially announced that Joel McHale has joined the cast as um, Mark Evans, Sydney's husband. That's like the only official announcement out of everything that's coming out lately. The rest of it is pure just rumors. I don't think the husband thing is a rumor, but um yeah, I think they could be spreading false rumors to keep us guessing. Let's see. We have a super chat from Jess. Thank you, but you didn't leave a comment. So if there's something you want to say in the chat, I'll look out for it. But thank you for the $1. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Favorite football team? So, I was saying earlier that I have football to watch today, but I'm actually not that into football. I do enjoy watching it, but I'm not that into it. I honestly hardly know what is going on. The reason I like to watch it is because I used to work in sports bars. So it was always just a good time, like serving drinks to people with the football game on. So it kind of just reminds me of my time working in bars. And I like watching football and like having it on in the background, but I'm not that into it. Let's see. Yes, just like I was saying earlier, that is my theory that Anna Camp could be playing Leslie Macher. Hey, Jess. Glad you could join the stream. You're the one who just gave me the super chat, so thank you. Glad you could join us. Maybe Randy will come back with Stu and be a killer. I don't think that's likely, but Jamie Kennedy does have his own theories of how Randy could have survived, like how he faked his death. Jamie Kennedy himself has those theories. But I wouldn't want him to be a killer. There's just something about Randy that is so like pure and innocent. He's my favorite character. I wouldn't want him to be a killer. Dexter Original Sin episode 7 was crazy. I'm not going to say what happened because something big happened in the episode. So if there's any Dexter fans here, you know what I'm talking about. But if you are a Dexter fan and you haven't watched episode 7 yet, get on it because you don't want to see spoilers. But if you are a fan and you're caught up, definitely go check out my recent Dexter theory. Just earlier today, I posted a new Dexter theory. I think it's a good one. So, and one of my past theories from a few weeks ago ended up being correct. So you might want to check out my new theory. Yeah, episode 7 was great. Hey, Keon, if I'm saying that correctly. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the live stream. Anyone who's new here, like make sure you have your notifications turned on because typically I don't plan these live streams ahead of time. I just kind of jump on here when I get a free moment. So if you don't want to miss out on the next live stream, make sure your notifications are turned on. What do you think would happen if Jill returned? I guess she would just want revenge on Sydney. Like I said earlier, maybe she would be leading the cult with Stu. I don't know. Yeah, no way Kincaid is coming back if he's not going to be her husband. Yeah, we're going to get into some watch parties. Hey, Rexy. Thanks for joining the live stream. Hey, Leo Ghostface. I am well, thank you. I hope you are too. Yes, we need Marco Beltrami for Scream 7 for the score. Hey, Robert. I think the mental patient in Scream 7 is probably going to be Jill and she's going to escape. It's possible. I would hope so. I would love that. Are you a fan of I Know You Did Last Summer? What do you think of Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. returning and the plot? I am a fan, and I love that they're coming back. It's interesting because like Freddie Prinze Jr. wrapped filming before they even announced Jennifer Love Hewitt was back. So, and apparently don't they have a daughter together in the new movie? So what's up with that? Like, are they not filming scenes together? Because he wrapped before she even joined the cast. There were rumors that like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Jennifer Love Hewitt had some kind of beef going on. Don't know if that's true. But if it is true, maybe Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt didn't want to film together. I don't know what's going on with that. But looking forward to that movie. Also, this just reminded me, we got an official date for Scary Movie 6 the other day. Does anyone remember what it is? I think it's June 12th, 2026. I could be mistaken. Let me know in the chat, but I think it's June 2026 for Scary Movie 6. So that's pretty exciting. We're getting a new Scream movie and a new Scary movie both in the same year. That's crazy. Do you think Kevin will totally disregard the Scream 3 that we got now that he basically has the chance to create the story he originally wanted? I don't know. I've heard rumors that he apparently wants no references to Scream 3. He has been pretty vocal about how he doesn't like Scream 3. So maybe that's why Mark Kincaid's not coming back. Maybe he didn't want Mark Kincaid because he's in Scream 3. I don't know. It's interesting because we always assumed that Scream 7 was going to mirror Scream 3 in a lot of ways because that's what they did with 5 and 6. Scream 5 mirrored the first movie. Scream 6 mirrored Scream 2. Both movies had a lot of similarities to the originals. So I assumed Scream 7 was going to have a lot of callbacks to Scream 3. According to this rumor, that is not the case. He doesn't want any references, but like you said, you know, he has the chance to create the story he originally wanted. Maybe that's a good thing that he is going to carry out his original plan for Scream 3 with Stu coming back as a cult member. I hope so. Do you think Chad could be a Ghostface in Scream 7? I don't. I don't think they'll do that. If they did, I think it would be quite the twist, but I can't see them doing that, honestly. Yeah, I gotta watch Nosferatu. Maybe tonight. Maybe I'll rent it tonight. Let's see. Yeah, I think without Sam back, the whole Billy hallucination thing probably is no more. I would love for Jill to come back. Yes, Sarah Michelle Gellar is great in Dexter Original Sin. Thoughts on Buffy versus Dexter? I've never seen Buffy, believe it or not. I've always wanted to. I'm surprised I haven't watched it, honestly. Yes, I am super grateful that we are getting a Scream 7 and that they could work everything out after all of the issues that they were having with production. Keon says, Stu's dead. I don't think they are going to bring him back now. Leslie Mocker, yes, because we still haven't seen her yet. Well, you guys know I think he's alive. I think he's coming back. Um, but yeah, whether or not he comes back, I do think that they could still include Leslie Mocker. Because, like you said, we haven't seen her yet. She was mentioned in Scream 5. I think that was very intentional, like setting up something. Her son was murdered. I don't know. I think we could see her either way. We have another super chat from Jess saying, OMG, you must watch Buffy. I promise that one day I will. My issue is starting a show is such a commitment to me because then I become obsessed and I want to do nothing other than watch the show and like abandon all of my responsibilities and just binge watch the show. Um but yeah, maybe I'll just start putting it on like in the background. I've literally been thinking about starting Buffy a lot lately. So, I might have to. It's literally my type of show, like a supernatural show where there's like a new monster every week. You know, I loved Charmed. I loved the Vampire Diaries, stuff like that. So it is right up my alley. I'm gonna have to give it a watch. Thank you for your second super chat, Jess. I appreciate you being here. Rumored the opening scene will be in a bar. Um, yeah, I don't know if it's for the opening scene, but yeah, it does look like they have been filming at a bar or a restaurant. The the photo that Kevin Williamson shared on the first day of filming on his Instagram, he showed like the clapperboard for the movie, and in the background, it does look like a bar. And then someone posted like photos of the outside of the bar that they're apparently filming at. So it does look like we're going to get a bar scene. Don't know if it'll be the opening scene. I have a feeling Leslie is Stu's accomplice in Scream 7. I hope so. I would love to see them team up. Where do we learn about Stu having a sister named Leslie? That was in Scream 5 during Mindy's requel rules scene when everyone is in Mindy's living room talking about the rules and like who's going to be the next victim. Amber says she Googled Vince and his mother is Leslie Mocker, Stu Mocker's sister. Hey, Alejandro, long time no see. You said Charlie Sheen is the killer. I don't know about that. Um, what's your favorite scene from The Cranks? I love the ham parking lot scene. That is a good scene. It's so hard to pick though. They're like literally every scene is so good. Maybe when they're in the mall going to the tanning beds and like the priest walks in on them and like the bathing suits. That's hilarious. Have you seen the Batman and the Penguin? I have seen the Batman. I have not seen the Penguin. I heard that was really good though. Let's see. I have not seen Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. I haven't seen any of those like Disney horror movies. Do you enjoy comic book films, TV, and sci-fi and fantasy? Like comic book films, do you just mean like superhero movies? Not really. My favorite is Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I was like obsessed with that as a kid, still am. I rewatch those like once a year. But yeah, I like sci-fi and fantasy movies. The one Ghostface that never gets brought up is Angelina. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who believe that she was a Ghostface in Scream 3 because she originally was supposed to be um before they decided to make it one killer. I don't know. But I do see people bring her up a lot. Favorite non-horror movies. One of my favorite movies is Mean Girls. I was like obsessed with that when that first came out in 2004. I remember I had it on DVD. I would watch it on my little portable DVD player like every single night that summer. I was obsessed with it. I could probably recite every single line from Mean Girls. Um, any news on Friday the 13th? I don't think so. Not as far as I know. Um, I feel like it's kind of in limbo right now. Is that true? Like, can someone let us know in the chat? Um, I mean, they were working on a TV show, the Camp Crystal Lake TV show, that got put on pause, and I don't know if there's been any updates. I think someone who was involved with making the show dropped out, and then that was like the last thing I heard. Um, so I don't know. But if anyone has any info on this, let us know in the chat. Favorite Halloween movie? Mine is Rob Zombie Halloween and David Gordon Green trilogy. I mean, my favorite is definitely the original. Can't top it. I did like the new trilogy a lot, though. Are you a fan of the Dexter TV series, the original and New Blood and Original Sin? Absolutely. Huge, huge fan. That is, I've been covering Dexter so much on the channel lately. Please go check out my Dexter videos. It's like right now, my channel is mostly Scream and Dexter. That is how much of a fan of Dexter that I am. Like almost as much as Scream. And just with the prequel show currently airing, like it has reignited my obsession with Dexter. I first watched it so many years ago, so the fact that it's back, I'm loving it. I'm currently rewatching the original show as well. Because, Dexter Resurrection comes out this June, and I only watched New Blood one time, where I honestly don't even remember a lot of what happened in New Blood, and I wanna watch it again before Resurrection comes out so that I can come up with some theories for Resurrection. So yeah, I am currently in the middle of season 6 for like my 5th rewatch. But yeah, I got a lot of good Dexter theories on the channel. I just put one out a few hours ago. So please, when this stream is over, go check it out, please, and let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment. I think I am gonna go for about 15 more minutes here. I'm gonna try to catch up in the chat. I apologize if I don't get to everyone, but you can always send in a super chat if you want to make sure that I get to your comment. Do Kristen Bell and Anna Paquin count as opening kills? Um, I don't know. I guess not officially, but they are a kill in the opening scene. I don't know. I think it's up to each person if they want to count it or not. What's your theory on Sam and Tara now that the Meeks twins are in the story? Killed off or just out of town? That's a good question. I don't think they're killed off. No. I guess they're out of town. I don't know how they're going to explain it. If it's just kind of going to be how they approached Sydney's absence in Scream 6. It was very brief in Scream 6. Gail just said Sydney's safe. She took Mark and the kids somewhere. That's literally all she said, and she said that she deserves her happy ending. I think it's going to be something like that again, where they're not going to spend a lot of time talking about Sam and Tara. I do think that they will mention them, especially with the twins back. Like, they have to mention Sam and Tara. I think they're just going to say, like, they're trying to move on with their lives. They're hiding out. They're somewhere safe, and that's it, I guess. Are you seeing Final Destination 6 on May 16th? I do want to see it, yes. I don't know if maybe I'll go to the theaters to see it. You should rank the most shocking twists. You have not done a ranking in forever. Maybe I will. Let me write that down. You're right. I haven't done a ranking in a while. I don't know. I think I prefer to make like theory videos, but I used to do a lot of rankings, so that's a good idea. Thank you. Billy Loomis versus Dexter Morgan, who wins? That is an interesting pair up. I think Dexter would win. He is like he's like trained in combat essentially. Like, he has what does he do? Like jujitsu or something? I think Dexter would win. Hey, Michael, do you think Chad and Mindy are work-ins from Spyglass, or do you think Kevin Williamson wants them to reprise their roles? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. It probably has more to do with Spyglass and kind of just the continuation of 5 and 6. And like Guy Busick writing the script. Obviously, Kevin Williamson is directing. Like, he's not technically credited as a writer. I do think that he has some input because he did create this story in the first place. I mean, I'm sure Kevin Williamson is okay with it. I think if he really didn't want them, he probably wouldn't allow it to happen. I don't know. The saddest day in Scream history, Mark Kincaid's not coming back. Pretty sad. Why would Patrick Dempsey be in Thanksgiving 2, given that his killer in the first Thanksgiving movie was killed? There's a theory, a very popular theory out there, that he did not die. If you go back and watch it, I think they say at the end that no remains were found. And then at the end, when the main girl, I can't think of her name right now, um, she like wakes up in the morning or whatever, a killer shows up at the end. So there's a theory that he did not die. Should we still be suspicious of Sarah Michelle Gellar in Dexter Original Sin? Do you think she will be a series regular in season 2? I think it's always good to be a little bit suspicious. She does have her suspicious moments. I did put out a theory video on her a few days ago if you want to check that out. Um, I don't know. I think it's more likely that she's just an innocent character. I wasn't really suspicious of her at first, until a few people pointed out to me like that they think she's a little suspicious, and then I kind of went back and thought about it and came up with my theory. Um, but now I'm not that suspicious. I did put out a theory video today that I think Brian Moser is the other killer, the one who is killing um like the series of murders that LaGuardia and Harry are investigating. I think that is Brian Moser. So I'm not that suspicious of Sarah Michelle Gellar anymore, but there's always a chance. Um, what are some signs during production we should look out for with casting or production design that would signal that Stu will be back? I don't know. And a part of me doesn't even want to know. Like, I hope that they can keep Stu's return under wraps. I don't want to know. I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want set photos to get leaked where we see Matthew Lillard on set. I don't want any of that. I hope they can keep it under wraps. I was thinking about this recently. So, something that Taylor Swift does, this is so random. When she travels like in and out of restaurants or when she goes into places where she doesn't want to be seen or photographed, they move her. She like hides in a big box of like a box that would hold like sound equipment. She gets in those so that she doesn't get photographed. That's what they need to do with Matthew Lillard. Literally have him escorted to set on like hidden in like sound equipment stuff, and when they are filming, everyone should be locking up their phones. No one should have a phone on that set because there's always going to be some asshole out there who takes photos and leaks it. And I do not want that to happen. So I don't know. Let's see. Let me get to a few more comments. Yeah, if Sydney is the main focus again, it must have past ties for sure. That's what I'm saying with Stu. Like, it always goes back to the original. Let's have it come full circle, wrap up this storyline with Sydney and Stu. And then in Scream 8, we can move on to something new. Let's see. Thanks, Walter. Is Parker Posey's character still around? I don't think so. We're made to believe that she died at the end of Scream 3. There are a lot of people out there who believe that she's still alive. Technically possible. I have talked about this in past videos. It's not like she was shot in the head or anything. And if you go back and look at the scene where Dewey is shooting at the top of the mirrors, he's shooting at the top. He doesn't shoot directly at her, so maybe his bullets missed her and she just got like one stab from Ghostface, which as we know, many characters have survived multiple stabs, so maybe she's still alive, but I don't know. Probably not. Hey, Mr. Jackson, happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Mickey Altieri. Favorite Ghostface, definitely Stu. Hey, Simon. Welcome to the stream. We are going to wrap up shortly, but like I said, we're going to get back into streaming multiple times a week, so if you miss one, you'll catch the next one. Oh, Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt will be filming together in February. I thought that I heard something about that we thought that Freddie wrapped, but now he's coming back for more. So that's good. I am happy about that. Who's going to be Ghostface in Scream 7? Stu Macher. I bet Jenna Ortega makes a cameo in Scary Movie 6. I've heard a lot of people saying that they want Melissa Barrera to be in Scary Movie 6. That would be funny. She has said before that she would love to be in Scary Movie. So they do have an opportunity to do something hilarious and have her be in it. Let's see. Oh, we have a super chat from Alex. Thank you, Alex, for the $5. You said, do you think that Spyglass should pay a price for what it has done to Scream 7? I certainly do, which is why I may not see this movie. No, I totally understand why some people feel that way. I don't. I want to see this movie succeed. Just because I think there's a bigger picture than just Spyglass. There are other people involved that I want to see succeed, I want Nev Campbell to have a good movie. I want Mason Gooding and Courtney Cox to have a successful movie. So, no, I don't think they should pay a price. I'm definitely going to see this movie opening night. Probably, honestly, gonna go back and watch it multiple times in theaters, probably. Just for the sake of making content on here, I'm gonna have to watch it multiple times to like notice things every time I watch it. But yeah, I understand why you feel that way, but I do not feel that way. But thank you so much for your super chat, Alex. Let's see, where was I? Oh, we have Marcus in the chat. Hey, Marcus. If you're still here, I see that your comment was like 20 minutes ago. I'm so behind in the chat. I apologize, guys. But thank you. Yes, I just hit 11K. Thank you. I appreciate that. What films do you think will be the focus of the new Scary Movies? I don't know. Obviously Scream, because they did confirm that Ghostface is returning. I heard rumors that like Halloween will be in the movie, which I think would be good because I'm a huge fan of Halloween, and the newest trilogy just came out pretty recently. I hope that they tackle the Terrifier franchise. I think that could be good because that's super popular. Scream 3 is the most underrated Scream of all time. I disagree. I think Scream 4 is pretty underrated, although I do think people are coming around to Scream 4 a lot. I know Scream 3 has a lot of big fans out there. I still like Scream 3, of course, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, I think Gail could get killed in Scream 7. I think there's a pretty good chance, it's her time, I think, as much as I love her. Um, if you could own one item from the Detective Bailey Shrine, what would you take off the set? Probably Stu's robe. Yes, I'm a fan of Supernatural as well. I have seen that whole show. I heard that they might be coming back with the 16th season, which, as much as I love the show, I think that's ridiculous. It went on for 15 seasons, which is super long for a show. It should have ended way sooner than that. And I think the ending was very satisfying. I loved the ending. So I hope they don't come back. They came back with like a spin-off, but that got canceled. Let's see. Mikey Madison was nominated for an Oscar. She has not won yet. When are the Oscars? Isn't it? Wait, is it this month? Let me look that up. Oh, the Oscars are in March. But they just revealed the nominations and she was nominated. Marcus says Mindy and Chad will not die in Scream 7. I'm calling it now. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like one of them has to die. The fact that they both survived pretty crazy injuries in both 5 and 6, I feel like one of them has to die. We need deaths in this movie, like big deaths. And Sydney's not going anywhere. I think her daughter is safe. And there's a chance that Gail will survive. So if Gail survives, we need a big death. And I think if Gail lives, then one of the twins has to go. You're going to love Dexter. You will not be disappointed. Let's see. Oh, if one does die, it will be Mindy. I also think their return means we go back to Woodsboro at some point. Can't see why they would live close to Sydney in Seattle. That is a good point, and I hope so. I want to go back to Woodsboro. Um, I know it's been done before in multiple movies, so there's a lot of people out there who don't want to go back to Woodsboro, but I like Woodsboro is Scream to me. I could watch every Scream movie taking place in Woodsboro because it's not so much about the location, but the characters and the kills and the reveal. It could happen anywhere really, but I hope we go back to Woodsboro. Um, I think it's going to take a lot for Sydney to set foot back in Woodsboro, though. I've said before, maybe one of her kids gets kidnapped, and that's how Ghostface lures her back to Woodsboro. It's going to have to take something big like that. Yeah, I mean, I also want to see Martha Meeks again. And she lives in Woodsboro, so we'll see. In the Dexter series, do you have a favorite kill from Dexter? I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but I will get back to you after I'm done rewatching. once I've rewatched everything, like Dexter New Blood, um, then I'll put out a lot more content, probably like ranking the seasons, ranking some of my favorite kills. So I will get back to you on that and save that for a video once I finish. Are you a Saw series fan? I am. Um, I have not watched every single movie though. I was recently doing a rewatch. I made it up to number 6, I think. So there's still what, like 3 more movies I need to watch. I did not see Saw 10. And that's kind of why I started doing a rewatch because I wanted to, because I know Saw 10 takes place between 1 and 2, right? So I just kind of wanted to rewatch all of them before I get to that. But I am a fan, yes. Hey, Jamie. Jill Roberts and Stu Macher would be very good with the Ghostface cult in Scream 7. I agree. If anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Stu, but Jill would be a great partner. Yes, just like I was just saying, I hope Martha comes back. But like I was saying even earlier, apparently, well, we know that Kevin Williamson is not a fan of Scream 3. He has been vocal about that in the past. And there's rumors that he wants no Scream 3 references whatsoever. And if that's true, Martha was a character in Scream 3. So would he want to bring her back? I don't know. But she is the twins' mom, so she is kind of relevant to the story in that sense. So maybe they will include her. I don't know. Will you be seeing Final Destination Bloodlines and Fear Street Prom Night? I do plan on seeing Final Destination. Um, Fear Street, yes, I also would like to see that. I did watch like the three Netflix ones, but it's been so long. I watched those when they first came out, where I honestly don't really remember what happens in them. So definitely could use a rewatch on those. I don't think the Friday the 13th series is happening. I don't know. I keep hearing like mixed stuff about it. Like either it's not happening at all or it is happening, but it's just kind of in limbo right now. Um, if Leslie Mocker was going to be in the movie, do you think we will be seeing Vince's dad or Stu and Leslie's parents? Interesting. Yeah, we could potentially see Vince's dad, because maybe Leslie is still with him. Maybe they're still married. Um, it would be interesting to see Stu's parents. Because, we have that line from him in the first movie, my mom and dad are going to be so mad at me. So, yeah, it would be interesting to see his parents. I honestly didn't even give much thought to that. Um, that would be fun. We have another super chat from Jess. Thank you. You said, do you game until dawn is like being in a slasher? I do not. I am not a gamer. I've said in these streams before, I have like old school game systems that I play sometimes, like literally PlayStation 2. And I have my Wii from 2007 still. No, I have heard a lot about this game, but I am not familiar. Um, maybe one day. sometimes I think about it, like, I should get into gaming. I used to love playing video games when I was a lot younger, so maybe one day, especially because there's, like, different horror games that I should get into, so we'll see. But thank you for the $2, Jess. I appreciate you. Did you find out if your theater is cheaper on Tuesdays? I looked into it and I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I don't know. I'm pretty frustrated about it. If that was the case, I would be going to the movies like every Tuesday. Um yeah, like I downloaded the app for the theater and, went to purchase tickets and it wasn't even that cheap. It was like almost full price. I don't know. I got to do some more research. Maybe I'm just not looking at it correctly. Do you think Harry will come back in Dexter Resurrection? He is. It's confirmed. The actor himself, James Remar, who played Harry in the original show, has confirmed that he will be back in Dexter Resurrection. So Dexter is going to see Harry again. I wonder what that means for Deb. Like, is Harry going to see Deb again? Maybe he'll see the both of them. I don't know. Yes, I've watched a few of those too. The podcast that Jamie Chung does. I haven't seen all of them, but yeah, they're good. Who in Scream 7 are you most looking forward to? Well, other than Sydney and Gail, from our confirmed cast so far, probably McKenna Grace. I've seen a lot of her past work, so I'm looking forward to seeing her performance. Last I heard, they were going to work on the Friday the 13th show at some point, but not sure when it will be released. Yeah. Once I get off the stream, I will look to see if I can find any info and maybe do a video on it. Hey, Clicker Edits, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. I want to see Stu get hit with a phone again in Scream 7. Do you have videos about the original series of Dexter? I looked earlier, but I feel like I only saw videos for the newer ones. If you have original series ones, might start watching it. I currently do not have videos about the original show. That is why I am currently rewatching the show, even though I've seen it like 4 times. It's been years since I've done a rewatch, so I really want it to be fresh in my head to come up with content ideas. Like, I'm currently in the middle of season 6, so that leaves 2 more seasons of the original and then 1 season of Dexter New Blood. So in a few weeks, when I am all caught up, I will start planning videos for the original series. So definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure your notifications are turned on for it. So are you saying that you've never seen the show before? Because if not, you should. You will not be disappointed. Chad and Mindy are working for Gail. I have heard a rumor that maybe Chad, or maybe it's just a theory that fans have, that maybe Chad will be Gail's new cameraman. That would be cool. I would love that. I am obsessed with your theory videos. Thank you. And I am obsessed with Jill Roberts. Can you please make more videos about her? Maybe. Yes. I do have a few Jill theories on the channel. I don't know if you've seen those. You probably have. But yeah, I can work on a new Jill video. Let me make a note of that. But thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. I can't wait to see how Mindy and Chad are in Sydney's story. Same. I'm very curious how. I can't wait to find out what the freaking plot is and how they're going to incorporate all these characters together. Like, how how is how are Gail and Sydney going to reunite again? Like you said, how are Mindy and Chad going to come into the story? I don't know. Um, we mentioned at the beginning of the stream that there's a rumor that Gail's morning show in New York gets canceled, which I could see being true because we are going to need her to reunite with Sydney. And if she works in New York City, that's not going to happen. So I can see that rumor being true. Do you think Christina Carpenter will be in the movie even though Sam and Tara are not in the movie? Probably not. I think it's way less likely now that Sam and Tara are not in the movie. However, if they really wanted to include the character Christina Carpenter, I think it's still possible if they really wanted to. Because she does have a connection to Sydney. She went to high school with Sydney. They both dated Billy Loomis, and Christina was in love with Billy. So maybe she wants revenge on Sydney for killing Billy. And you guys know my theories that I always thought Christina was working with Stu. So maybe that's still possible. Like I said, way less likely now. But, we didn't think Chad or Mindy would be back, and now they are. So we'll see. Matthew Swift, nice. Hey, Jamie. How are you? Long time no talk. Which is my fault. I haven't done a live stream in a long time. Triple Nine says we should do a Scream Talk sometime on my podcast, The Dreaming Insomniacs. We've had Zach Cherry, Killjoy Jake, Craven Something Scary, and the original Ghostface. That's awesome. Shoot me a message. You can DM me on Instagram or Twitter, which should be linked down in the description. But yeah, we could definitely work something out. That would be fun. Thanks. Thanks for reaching out. Let's see. Melissa Barrera was great in Abigail. I enjoyed that movie a lot. Just the other night, I started watching her other movie, Your Monster, but I didn't finish it. I honestly wasn't that into it, but I do plan to finish it. I do think I'm still hopeful that Melissa and Jenna will come back one day. Maybe the next movie, Scream 8. Even like Jamie Kennedy has said that he thinks that she'll be back one day just because he does these conventions with her and sees how much the fans love her. So I'm hopeful that she will be back one day. Thanks, Jamie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I can't believe I hit 11K. I feel like I just hit 10K like a month ago. I feel like or maybe 2 months ago, we were doing a celebratory live stream. And here we are. And I think, let's see what I'm at right now. Yeah, I'm already like, yeah, I'm over 11K now, so hopefully 12K soon. Yeah, I want to see Art the Clown in Scary Movie 6. I'm pumped for Hard Eyes. I do plan to see it opening weekend. There's not many movies that I will venture to the theater for, but love a good slasher movie, so gonna have to go see Hard Eyes. Scream 3 is my personal favorite, but I love Scream 4 because Jill is completely bananas. Takes balls to throw yourself around like Ed Norton in Fight Club. True. Jill is batshit crazy. Scream 4 is my favorite sequel, Scream sequel. Do you think Stu will have scars from the injury? Probably. I think he should. That would be cool. I have not seen Westworld. I heard it was good though. Is that show still on or like did it end? Yes, start with the original Dexter that aired in 2006. Um and then watch New Blood, it's one season, and then watch the prequel Dexter Original Sin. Just, watch it in the order of the release. I wouldn't watch the prequel first. Marcus, we need you back. Where you been? We need some I shot him 6 times content. I miss your videos. Saw X watch party? Maybe. We just might have to. Do you like the movie It from 2017? I do. Yes. Haven't watched it in a while. I could use a rewatch. It's been years. Hey Paula. Hey Barry, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna go for like 5 more minutes maybe. I'm gonna try to get to a few more people. PS2 and Wii stream. We talked about this in a past live stream where I need to get that thing you guys told me about. What was it? A capture card or something? Yeah, I keep meaning to do that. Yes, PlayStation 2 was so good. Mine still works. I just played it the other day. Um, there are some video games though that I wish I had that I don't. I'm gonna need to get some of them. Hey Dusty, I am good. I hope you are too. Getting ready to wrap up in a few minutes. Of course, I am a fan of Scream 2. Have you seen the Traitors series? It's a fantastic TV reality show. I have not, but I've heard about it. I'm a huge Big Brother fan, and I know a lot of past Big Brother contestants go on the Traitors, so maybe one day I'll watch it. But no, I haven't seen it. Hey Tommy. I don't know if I have a Regal near me. I need to look into that. I don't know. Yes, it is confirmed that Harrison will be back for Dexter Resurrection and Batista. Both of them are confirmed, and James Remar, who plays Harry Morgan. Do you think we get the cult in 7? I seen something about the Kirby spinoff featuring the cult on Production Weekly when that was announced. I hope we get it in 7. I feel like 5 and 6 were planting the seeds for the reveal in 7. And then I remember like months and months ago, um, a rumor broke that Scream 7 would feature a cult. So I hope that was true. But first of all, I don't even know. We haven't heard anything about the Kirby spinoff. Is it official? I don't know. But you guys know, like, I have a theory that Kirby, as an FBI agent, is hunting down the cult. So even though I want the cult to be in 7, I do want to see Kirby hunting down the cult. I don't know. Maybe the spinoff could be a prequel to 7. I don't know. But I'd rather the cult be in Scream 7. Which characters in the new cast do you think will die or live? I don't know. I've talked about this in some recent videos if you want to go back and check those out. I don't know. I think one of the twins could die, like we were talking about earlier. I do think Gail's gonna die. I feel like one of the new boys has to die, like either Sam Reckner or Asa Gurman. One of them has to go. Westworld is no longer on. Yeah, I've never seen it. Have you watched Dead Silence 2007? I have. That movie used to scare me. When it first came out, I was 11, I think, and yeah, it scared me. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Big Brother. I've watched it literally my entire life, like since I was 4 years old, watching it with my mom. Thanks, Max. I appreciate you. Thanks, Ghost Phase. Will Scream 7 have a cliffhanger ending? I hope so. I just did a video about this. I think it was called like Scream 7 needs to change up the formula, where I do talk about a potential cliffhanger if you want to check it out. Thanks, Ray. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna end here. We actually went longer than I intended to, an hour and a half, which is great. Feels good to be back. So much fun hanging out with you guys and chatting Scream 7, which we're gonna do a lot more often now. We're back, hopefully we start getting some more Scream 7 news soon. Like I said earlier, they are keeping things under wraps. But yeah, expect another stream in the next few days, maybe tomorrow. But I am gonna aim for like 3 a week, maybe 4 a week. If you're new here, make sure you turn on all notifications so that you don't miss out on the streams, because I don't really plan these things ahead of time. I kind of just jump on here when I get a free moment. So it's always random. It could be tomorrow morning, tomorrow night. I never know. But thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me. It was a blast. And oh, you should do a horror collection video. I have a while ago. I guess I should do an updated one, but I haven't really added to my collection since I did that video, really. So if you want to go back and watch it, I think that was when I moved into this house. So you can find that video in May. I posted that back in May if you want to check out my little horror collection. But thank you guys. I will talk to you soon. And I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday.